Hello there, boys. Today we're going to be playing a game of 60 Seconds. A bit of an older game, or at least for what's popular at the time. I've played this a little bit before. Gonna just be playing a new game. Not played it in a couple weeks. So, oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. Transfer. I can't remember which one's the right one. Hold on. Yeah, classic. Then Scavenge. Apocalypse is the right one, right? Yep, Apocalypse, alright. Gonna be Ted. Yeah, I'll do it on easy. Get an adventure. Alright. Forget exactly how you grab things. Where's the shelter? Uh-oh. Alright, where's that? Uh-oh. Oh, here. Okay, I gotta go faster than that. Okay, I gotta definitely probably gonna lose this game pretty fast, but you know, got nothing else to do with my day. Okay. Timmy is safe, and that's what matters. We barely got out. We barely got here in time ourselves. We have no idea what happened to Mary, Jane, and Dolores. Maybe they're okay. When we opened the shelter door, we noticed some of the shelves were already stocked. We can't really say we can go playing all the supplies, but we're definitely going to put them to good use. Got more extra soon. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep from cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Alright, I'm not gonna feed them on the first day. So, ration out. Play a game that's in the week, they said. They never mentioned picking or be so much trouble. Oh, they're getting bored. Pretty sure to keep them from getting bored, we gotta hit both the chessboard and cards. We thought playing the silent game would be a good idea. The silence was too annoying and we quickly stopped. Timmy might not look like it, but he's a strong young boy. He's doing just fine. There's nothing going on with Ted. Nothing. Again, our neighborhood is highly radioactive. Trips to the says that. I'm pretty sure I could go another little bit without I believe if I ration them out 5 days at a time, that we should all be fine. Still highly radioactive. Mutated rodents are attacking our supplies. We're not sure if they're rats, feral bunnies, or just mutated hamsters. All of these options are programmed, but we could use spare ammunition or something else to get rid of everyone who's pest. I'll just use the hatchet. Doesn't sound good. Oh no, the hatchet's fine. Alright, that's good. Our cans are saved. Too bad for the Harry. Guess we're still top of the food chain. Good for us. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Time to ration supply. Tomorrow is feeding day. We'll feed them tomorrow. Neighborhood's still highly reactive. I'm not sending them out until I get the radio message then. Things are better. We've always wanted to throw a party with a huge cake. For some reason, it never worked. One time we were promised a great cake, and it turned out it was a lie. That was a disappointment. We weren't glad. We're definitely getting a cake when the radioactive clouds are gone. Alright, it's feeding day. We can make it work, even in Toronto. Question is, how do we find a boat to get there? We heard that's the best way to get to Europe. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He might need a drink. Okay, it doesn't say they're hungry, but I'm just gonna... since it's feeding day, I'll just feed them. Alright. Going to the wasteland right now isn't safe unless you don't mind being sick. We tried to keep track of dates, but they just don't add up. Luckily, Timmy remembered it's his birthday today. We should get him a present or a cake or both. So it's settled. We're making a soup cake, but what about the gift? It would just stay here, right? Like, he's not gonna lose it. Yeah, just play checkers. Alright. When we were talking in cover of the shelter, we barely had time to grab anything, so the checker set is missing half of its pieces. It seems you can still play with one half, since Timmy has been enjoying himself. Timmy seems okay, as much as he can be in our current situation. This morning has been calm enough for Ted. He's doing well. Time to ration supplies. It's not feeding him yet. Looks like the area is still irradiated, and going to the wasteland right now is unsafe, unless you don't mind getting sick. I don't want to get sick, so I don't want to. It's supposed to be near our house. That's unfortunate. That cat smells good. It was too dangerous to go out there without any protection, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to the radio. The static is so relaxing. Timmy is on his best behavior. There's nothing going on with Ted. Nothing going on. Not feeding Ted. Everyone's still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to him. This dreadful silence is becoming boring, and like every half-model friendly I don't have much to say. Is there anything that we can do about that? If at all? There's gotta be something. How fortunate we took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? Some water for Timmy would be nice. All Ted wishes for a few drops of water. It's not feeding them. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions will result in radiation sickness. Alright, this radiation's just going on. Playing with matches is never a good idea, so in a tiny underground shelter is probably even lower on the good idea scale. A few matches later, with the flames licking up supplies. What did we save? Oh, no. Okay, so, Boy Scout book I'm willing to sacrifice. Because usually problems that you can solve with that, you can also solve with a hatchet. But between the radio and the med kit, that's a good question. I'll take the radio. That's unfortunate. We need our source of information. We weren't for the radio. We went for the radio first, and we were able to grab it before it was engulfed by flames. Unfortunately, our other supplies weren't so lucky. We need to evaluate our losses. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs a drink now. Time to ration supplies. Tomorrow's feeding day. Our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk for our health. To our health. We were never huge fans of mushrooms, but with the colony of them growing on one of our walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Should we eat them? It is a risk. It would be less of a risk if I still had the kid. They get sick, then they get sick afterwards. They seemed fine so far. Those were delicious. Our only concern is that they were glowing in the dark, and now we are two for that matter. Timmy is in terrible shape. Now, Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs a drink right now. Okay? It's feeding day. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions will result in radiation sickness. It's tough enough surviving these conditions. Let's hope that it will be over soon, or else we might end up dead in some wasteland ditch. That's not something we're radio? We've been informed that it's safer than ever. We're trying our best to remain calm in the situation as far as normal, and we might never get used to it. We hope to help him soon. Timmy seems okay as much as he can be in our current situation. There's nothing going on today. Just had feeding day. Hibbert is still highly radioactive, which serves as a big risk to our health. How about we put that radio to good use? Something might be in the area. Day 12. Nothing and nothing. We could hear nothing, but the annoying static. Better luck next time. No news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. There isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble. Nothing new. Time to ration supplies. Nothing. It looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. Alright. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes on ourselves. We made contact. The military is out there and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions to keep our radio in working order. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Ted's really thirsty. Time to ration supplies. Feeding day. We didn't expect to get a phone call so soon after the atomic bomb dropped. Yet here we are. We can clearly hear a phone ringing outside. It must be the public phone booth on the other side of the street. Should someone go answer it? Our son Timmy. He'll probably get sick eventually from that. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. started exchanging information, but the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on our side. We hope they will get back to us. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Timmy might not look like it, but he's a strong young man. He's doing just fine. It looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get drunk right now. Tomorrow's feeding day. Looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now isn't safe unless you don't want to be sick. I feel like by now it's safe. Trash of ours is disgusting. The good news is we don't have much of an appetite when we see it, so we're saving some food. Yet for some reason we would like to tidy this place up. Those giant green cockroaches are pretty good motivator. Well, it's unfortunate. Can't do anything about it. Oh, look at that. I can't even read that because yuck, a mutant cockroach. Oh my, that thing is huge. Oh, there's another one here. Oh my, that thing is huge, and there goes another one. Roaches are everywhere. We're doomed. You already feel 30. Timmy is good. Well, at least he was fine. Well, at least he was 5 minutes ago. It looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Time to ration supply. Oh yeah, it is feeding. Time to eat. Got our ration. Neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. I feel like this game is not alert, there's a gang of firefighters outside. Or at least they were, or at least they are dressed like this. They've been banging the door, ordering us to surrender all our supplies. They claim they will drive us out of the fire if we don't comply. I guess the definition of a firefighter has some changes. How do we close that? And that's a problem. Alright. It's not surprising that a few shots were enough to send those cowards running. The question is, what happens if the rifle malfunctions, or we use all of our ammo? We do hope it won't come back to that. Otherwise, we might need to defend ourselves using knives and forks. Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we were going through, Timmy is being satisfied. Time to ration supplies, not feeding time. Neighborhood is still radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk for our 2-hour health. You maniacs who blew it up. Ah, damn you all to hell. That is something we should have told our neighbors when they blew up our barbecue last spring. Those were good times, even if they wasted a perfect. Who knows? Maybe the new world will offer new opportunities and more good. The news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. Ted seems to be doing fine, even though the world has gone to a crappy place. Time to ration supplies. It's not feeding together. Looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now isn't safe, unless you don't want to get sick. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered a simple one-time deal for just one can of soup. We might get the bag and all its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? Well, sounds like a bad idea, but I'll do it. Oh. Would you look at that? Shark. Alright. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds, terrified me back against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to just be an angry house cat. Feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down in the corner to clean itself. Its collar says shark. Its collar says shark. Is that its name? Some water would be nice. Ted is really thirsty. Time ration supplies. It's not feeding. Neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Chips to surface. Our sorry excuse for dinner was interrupted by a raspy voice coming from outside. outside, saying, "Wanna buy a rock?" We calmed down when we realized that the voice belonged to old man Jim, who used to live in our town. Well, at least we think he did. We just never quite figured out where he stayed. We should probably answer his question. It's impolite to keep people waiting like that. If he's asking if we want to buy a rock. Right. Why not? He might have interesting stuff for us, unless he's robbing us. I don't think anything was stolen. Rocks, we love rocks. Mary Jane used to have a sizable collection of minerals, and we were all really fond of it. Even the simplest radioactive rock is a good start for a new collection. The new one we chose is really pretty, and Jim didn't even want anything in return. He told us it brings luck and that we should cherish it. Seems like things are really going our way today. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Alright, you eat tomorrow. Feel like the neighborhood should be safer by now. Alright. Ah, the cat moves. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that pessimism and try to bring some cheerfulness into our lives. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him some water. Now, Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. It is feeding day. The greatest day of all. Looks like the air is still radiated. I'm sending Timmy. I'll send Timmy tomorrow. We know very little about what's going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more, maybe discover if anyone else made it to the safe. I mean, I'm sending Timmy tomorrow. Because it doesn't seem like the town is going to stop being so radioactive anytime soon. I was wanting to wait, but I don't know if that can happen. Well, it can happen, but it doesn't look like it's happening. We were able to get a weak signal to tap the government's emergency announcement service, and guess what? Great news, the fallout outside is mostly gone. Perfect timing. It should be much safer to travel once the service now. No news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. Ted says there's no need to worry. He's okay. Time to ration supplies. Enough sitting around, it's time to visit the surface and look for some additional supplies. Maybe something survived the blast, maybe someone is still alive. Let's find out. We take Timmy outside. He can have... I'll give him a hatchet. He better come back. Timmy went out to the wasteland. What will do if he doesn't come back? He's got a match. Ted seems to be doing alright even though the world's so Russian supplies. The military is transmitting again. They said their first step is locating the remaining survivors. Then we'll be doing a sweep over our neighborhood this evening, and we're supposed to be out and about signaling with a flashlight. That's a problem. Signal has to wait. Besides, do they even know how much flashlight batteries cost? Especially in this economy? Especially after it was wiped out? Dad should drink something soon. Time to ration supplies. It's not feeding day, my friend. Found an unsigned letter today. A stranger asked for our help. Apparently there are a few survivors in grave need of supplies and we have a chance to help them. They're saying that we won't regret it and we should make several people very, very happy. Should we do it? Well, in the short term we lose food. In the long term, they could, theoretically, help a lot. It's an investment. Day 24. Right? Tomorrow's feeding day. The authors of the note turned out to be twin siblings, a brother and a sister. They greeted us happily and took us to a small tent where they started handing out the supplies we brought to a small room. got one foot in the grave. He needs to drink something right now. Tomorrow's feeding day. Tomorrow's feeding day. Sharkov is still a fresh addition to our little family, so we needed to keep an eye on it. And believe it or not, just today we noticed something. On its collar, it seems to be a metal plate with an address on it. And it's not far. Should we take a quick trip and see what's there? Why not? Take him back to his owners. Hey! Malnourished. And it's feeding day! I'm not even gonna. Yeah, he got a different Nice. Good. Nice job, Tim. The state of the wasteland remains unknown. Maybe we should risk it and go out. After all, you only live once. Timmy can't go now. Pretty sure if Ted dies, then even if I have Timmy alive, so. Well, these cockroaches aren't playing around. They're really territorial because less and less space every day. We need to do something about it. We can't do anything about it. Problem with roaches can't be too bad, right? Even if they're stealing your pillows, socks, and wallets. Why would roaches even need wallets? And that smell is horrible. Timmy is very hungry. Ted says there's no need to worry. Very hungry? I just fed you. That's not bad. What? When conducting our daily supply count, we noticed that a soup can was missing. We're absolutely sure it was there just yesterday. That can only mean one thing. We have a soup thief among us. Now we just need to figure out who the culprit is. Yeah, is this hungry? Alright. Get out of here. To our surprise, we found Sharkov back in the shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care it appreciates? Our kind hearts, optimism? Or is it just our stockpile of super hands? It was Timmy. Answer to yourself, sneak thief. Sneak thief. Timmy has received a lifelong ban on touching soup cans, even empty ones. We'll have to feed him with a spoon from now on, and somebody else will have to take out the trash. He didn't even look sorry. He just shrugged and belched loudly, smelling suspiciously of tomatoes. Ew. Timmy should eat something that seems to be doing alright, even though crappy potato. Time to ration supplies. It's not feeding them. We're not certain of the situation on the surface. A trip could be risky, but we could use the supplies. I'll send Tim. I'll send Tim. Timmy has always enjoyed running around like crazy and riding his bike. A compact shelter has a little offer for a boy with legs that wait. He's been asking for a chance to get outside. Should we risk his life and send him for a short walk? That's a responsible thing to do, right? He could find something. And he'll come back happier. I don't see anything other than the fact he could die. Did you have fun? I wonder if you had fun. When he consented, Timmy almost hit his head on the ceiling. We figured that if he doesn't encounter any savages, mutated beasts, or killer mimes, he should be fine and back soon enough. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Timmy is very hungry. Ted needs water to survive. It's not feeding day. Alright, Ted. You're going with the axe. Alright, it's just you, Timmy. Ted's gonna miss out on feeding day tomorrow. Unless he comes back. Timmy should eat something. Ted left for the surface, but we'll be back soon. Time to ration supplies. We eat tomorrow. A loud crash, a surprise shriek, and a bit of debris falling from our ceiling. Truly a recipe for a good start to the day. As it turns out, Sharkov found a new toy, a bit of innocuous wiring that ripped out of the wall. Who knows what the cable's for, but our lights are still on, so it can't be that important, right? Should we take the wire away from our fluffy friend and investigate it? Yeah? I don't see why not, unless he gets electrocuted and dies. Oh? Oh, I thought Ted came back already. That wouldn't make sense. Is it feeding day? It's feeding day, alright. We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty old truck and parked in our neighbor's driveway upon opening the door. We were confronted with two men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. They wiretapped our shelter when we were asleep, and they were listening to everything we said. We gave them hell and marched back to our neighborhood. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking. It is feeding. Ted's missing out. Agents who were spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? I don't see why not. Day 31. They briefly waved some sort of ID cards in front of our faces and told us they're part of it. They're on a top secret government mission. The wiretap wasn't a spy on us, but rather on the cat. It's suspected of being a Soviet agent. They're willing to let us into their super top secret government safe house if we help them with some of their top secret missions. They assured us that they'd contact us again with more details. Like the good scout he is, Timmy is making the best out of the situation. He even seems cheerful. Very true. Time to run. There's for sure a way to get our attention. It's definitely banging on our shelter door. Whoever it is, they're quite persistent. They've been at it for the past 5 minutes. Should we open? It could be something good. It really could be something good. We aren't going to run out of food soon. We're losing a lot of supplies. We need to solve the problems. It could be Cyrus. He doesn't seem good. Turned out it was a nice, mysterious fellow in a weird suit. He gave us some soup cans. This will help us survive the next couple of days. We were able to catch the military broadcast. This time they're asking us to get out with flashlights and their plane after it gets dark. If all goes well, they'll be able to find us. It sounds like we'll be leaving soon. It's a problem. We need a flashlight. Ted can come back with a flashlight. Is Ted back? Dead! Oh, dear. Well, Ted's gone. Besides, do they even know how much flashlight batteries cost, especially in this economy? Especially after... Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. We tried our luck at a nearby bar, fittingly called The World's End. Usually such a rating and respectable family like our own would never go there. But this time we gave it a shot. And a shot, hoping to find some unclaimed goods. Who would have known that tomato soup used to be such a popular snack in a bar? We found a few cans and took them with us. We didn't expect to find any clean water in the bar, and we weren't wrong. Whatever we found wasn't pure and it wasn't water. Hey, if it quenches thirst, it counts. It's nice. We found... Oh. Did you even bring anything back, Ted? Oh, well, yeah, you brought that out. Time to ration supplies. Ted missed feeding day. Feeding day is pretty soon. Siblings are back. The group is growing bigger with each passing day. As they pick up their tired and hungry survivors and nurse them back to health, however. So far they only have one tent, and soon they will run our space for everybody. Out? Right now they're scouting the town, looking for a good spot to build a bigger camp. And they don't have one. If we had a map, we would definitely share it with them. We apologize and sent them on. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water. Now, Ted's stomach is ready. Time to ration supplies. Tomorrow's feeding day. Stay strong. How about that trip to Nevada we've been postponing for a while? Maybe we should go. That's our first stop after we get out of here. They want us to go on a one successful expedition and write down what we saw on the journey. Easy peasy lemon squeaky, right? Alright, Timmy, you're up. Ted's sick. We just fed him. She shouldn't have to worry about starving. We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised that they would be back with more information soon. Timmy went out to the slam. We don't know what he'll do if he doesn't come back. Ted is hungry. Found the ration supplies. We've been wondering what happened to Uncle Brian. He should have been far from where bombs fell. No one knows for sure. It would be great to find out. He always looked on the bright side of life. So maybe we should go. But it's not easy saying. That photo of him tucked away in one of the books. Oh, that's important. You know, it's burnt on the wall. It's ashes on the wall. There's Uncle Brian's photo. And so we are left with no photos, no news, and no happy thoughts. The world is too cruel. That is Eat later. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? Yeah, it'll just make you sicker if you keep smelling it. Probably. The smell is probably toxins floating through the air. Can't say anything. Oh, he wasn't expecting. Looked in the hole, fearing something might come at us with his fangs or mutated insured body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling so we confiscated it. We gave the rat a proper burial and an envelope. We deserve very much. That recon mission was good. We had to visit neighborhoods that were dicey even in the best of times. The area was full of mutated cats and dogs fighting each other in gangs. All of them armed to the teeth. We barely made it out of there alive, but the agents seem to appreciate our efforts. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is just about due for an upgrade, and we're expecting the government shelter to have an excellent bathroom. Maybe even a hot tub. Timmy's very hungry. Timmy got hurt. Oh, okay, so we're both injured. Timmy is hungry. Ted is hungry. Ted should drink some soup. He eat in 2 days. They're both gonna die. We're not certain about the situation on the surface. A trip could be risky, but we could really use the supplies. Can't send anyone, they're all sick. These are dire circumstances we found ourselves. Supplies are running low, and if we don't take care of ourselves, nobody will. We know for a fact that one of our neighbors had a shelter with a broken trap door, and there might be some supplies inside. Of course, there's a chance our neighbor and her kids manage to get in there in time. We could really use whatever they have, and we're stronger. Should we pay them a visit? Yeah. We should. Oh. Those were gunshots. Nobody looks to be shot. Oh, we got the book spread. I saw them. We went and we got what we needed and came back. We're sure that a group will do just fine. Probably, yeah. Absolutely. Timmy is very hungry. Ted is hungry. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink. Well, we use the bug spray now to get rid of these things. Our favorite radio station stopped broadcasting. When we tried other frequencies, we found nothing but static. Are all the stations gone? Maybe we should take them with our radio to increase its range. Sounds like a bad idea. I don't want things like that. We're sure they're experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be just fine. Timmy should eat something. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking well. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He's eating. Time for ration supplies.
probably listens. What about the children? If Timmy is living in a new world, he's gonna have to listen to the Soviets like they always try to kill him. Timmy has to grow up fast. Relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't the Soviets we heard. Turned out it was Canadians, which isn't that much better. Either way, they're foreigners, we couldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. How disappointing. Alright then. I'm assuming they were either speaking French or just couldn't understand the Canadian accent. Jeez, I'm intense. Time to ration supplies. The last time we went on a supply one, we noticed a damaged tank stuck in a rubble nearby. How about we send someone to investigate? Timmy, you're up. The tank is equipped with protective paint, yes, including a spare gas mask. That would be much more nothing. Timmy, we're not certain about the situation on the surface. The trip could be risky, but we could really use a surprise. Can't send anyone. Oh, shiny boots. What's the flag? The army is on the radio again. They're telling us to get our flashlight and to send another aircraft. They'll be flying over the area later this evening. If they see our light, they'll know where the fuck it is. Yeah, I'm not going to look at the military timeline. Because I can't even start it with the flashlight. The signal has to wait. Besides, do they know how much flashlight batteries cost? Especially in this economy? Especially after he was wiped out? Timmy isn't feeling very well. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted needs to water. Ted needs water to survive. Time to ration supplies. It seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe. Maybe it's not. We won't know until we go. Clearly, we're trustworthy after our last successful mission. So, as the agents came back with another request, we are to generously provide either a couple soup cans or some water bottles for an agent in the field to take care of the delivery. And the promise of a better future. I can't risk that much food. We only have 2 cans left. We're not giving them anything at least this time. Timmy has been talking about nothing other than water. He should drink some. You eat tomorrow. You eat tomorrow. The state of the wasteland remains unknown to us. Maybe we should just go out. After all, you only live. We can't. A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking around the ranch is not something we anticipated. Yet this is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they were merry men and wished to take the rich and the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we should make some new friends? I know that, like, if you have a lot of stuff they take from you, you don't have a lot of stuff they give to you. I don't think we got much. We got a radio, soup, water, bug spray, gas mask. Is that enough for us to be considered rich? I don't know. I don't feel rich. Did they take our chance? Did they even do it? Oh, yes! Very nice. I love those merrymen. Alright. Eat. Timmy is gonna have to live with his wound. But Ted can't die. Ted cannot die. How about that trip to Nevada with me? Okay. Look at that beard. Ted's looking like that. Yeah. Planning it for ahead is usually a good strategy, but for now we should be more interested in our plan for water rationing. Timmy needs an extra blanket. He's shivering. Ted is hungry. Ted has recovered from a sickness. Can we send out? Yes, we can send out Ted. Come on, Ted. Closed off in a tiny shelter and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of the local retirement home. They must have supplies, and in our Yes, it is. We are now richer in some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel very good about it. Let's just never mention this whole thing again. Timmy's wounds are getting better. Alright, Ted. Yeah. I'll send you with the gas. Door knocking. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Ted left for the surface. We'll hope he'll be back soon. Equipment. Now, if those agents ask for cans again, I just got 4 cans. So, yes. Okay. Perfect. Alright. There's a little bit of a divot. And we had to sacrifice a couple more days. But, we're gonna win. We're gonna find out that this cat is a Soviet. We're gonna be put in the top government shelter. Say there's a lot of light underground that we don't expect it to. Day 50. Alright. Do we have to take care of ourselves? Well, something to do ourselves. Timmy's in terrible shape. Give him water now. There's no time to be has to be treated for some reason. It's too late. Timmy, you don't understand. Maybe if it did. Bunch of leaflets and try to convince us to join something called the Astro Citizen. But we refused. Now he's just wants supplies and he says some state secrets to us. I like state secrets. What? No. Is Ted dead? We are generous, so we share our supplies that we don't recognize when we leave the space station. Or rather, had, since that guy had exploded the space station. What a joker. He was probably so hungry and dehydrated. Ted has been outside for far too long. It's still not returned. We fear he isn't coming back. Alright. Well, I suppose it's the end of the game. Ted's dead. You know, maybe if I'd healed Timmy instead of Ted, I could have sent him out if he didn't come back. I wouldn't be able to, but then Ted would have died of some sickness. We did go on for a while. I perished. 12 yes decisions, 1 no decision. Send 7 out of 8 successful expeditions. Yeah, only 3 items brought from expeditions. I wouldn't consider that successful. Just not horrible. Alright. Well, so that was a run of 60 seconds. I hope you all enjoyed it.